Hey, Shipworks here, with a new deck profile video for my deities. And I should probably explain why I haven't uploaded any videos in, God, it must have been 8 or 9 months, or even over a year. And that's because I had to take a hiatus from playing the game since I was short on money back then, and I couldn't afford all these big, expensive, competitive decks. So I pretty much just said, hey, when the deity structure deck comes out, that's when I'll start getting back into the game. And as you see, and as you know, deities came out, and here we are. I have my deities pretty much all complete except for the two cards that are coming in the mail uh, this week, which will be two Solemn Strikes since I already have the first one in here. So yeah, let's just get into the deck profile. It's all pretty standard. The 3 deity Swirl Slime that allow you to fusion from hand. The 3 deity Necro Slimes that allow you to fuse from grave. The best card in the entire deck, deity Lamia. So your best. The reason why it's your best card is because since deities are mainly a synchro deck that uses fusions to lily pad into the synchros. This is your card to get all your synchro plays going, and it's definitely really powerful. The 3DD 7 Kepler and the 3DD 7 Copernicus. When I first started playing the deck, I didn't actually play this that much because I didn't see the point to it, like other than sending your DD monster to the graveyard, which is a really good thing. At first, I like to play it at 2-1, and that's mainly for the fact that I didn't know how to play the deck, but now I do, and I definitely see the potential in playing 3 Copernicus. I personally play DD Orthros because I like having a searchable double twister or whatever that card was called, because this allows you to pop one of your DD monsters or one of your dark contracts to destroy one spawn trap card on your opponent's side of the field. Plus it's a scale 3, and you want to have low scales in this deck because you want to pendulum summon your Copernicus to get your plays going. Just another combo that I thought of or saw. Anyway, on with it. 3 DD Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. I would say this is your best pendulum in the entire deck because if you summon using Swirl Slime's effect, you get to summon another deity from your graveyard, and you get to tribute one of your other deity monsters on the field to banish one monster on the opponent's side of the field, and that is just really good. Plus, it's a level 8 to go into your rank 8 plates. And I only played 2 deity Savant Thomas or Thomas, however you want to pronounce it. And that's because I tried 3. 3 was just way too cloggy, and he does lead to bad hands a lot of the time. But when you actually have a good hand and have him in your hand, he makes good boards great. But when you don't have a good hand and this is what's in your hand, it makes bad hands bad, so that's why I only play 2. And whenever I have a Lower Darkness in hand, he's always the one I banish every single time. And for the final 2 monsters, I play 2 Maxi, because Maxi is really, really good this format. And that's the monster lineup. For spells, I play the normal Contract with the Gate, searches all your DD monsters. I personally play 2 Swamp King, because Swamp King takes the place of your Necro Slime and your Swirl Slime. If you don't have either one of them, but you have the other of the combo, this takes the place of it. And if you have all 3, this just makes your fusion. No, this just makes all your combos a lot longer and a lot more powerful. Then I play a Lower Darkness. And for the one of the spells that I play Foolish Burial, Raigeki, and Dark Hole. I play Raigeki and Dark Hole in main because seeing how Zodiacs are everywhere and how they got how Zodiac's got 27 wins out of the top 32 at YCS Atlanta. I definitely want to have some out to all the Zodiacs. So, yeah, control. 5 2 spells, 1 for 1, and upstart. And for the 4 traps, Vanities, Solemn Strike, Solemn Warning, and Breakthrough Skill. I actually just got back from a new local store that that just opened up around here, and this actually helped me win two of it was yeah, it was 2 of the 4 matches since it was 4 rounds, all because I negated a monster effect while it's on the field. Then during my turn, I negated it again. So Breakthrough Skill is actually surprisingly really good this format. I'm actually surprised not a lot more people are playing it. And the reason why it's such a weird trap lineup is because, again, I don't have the 2 more Solemn Strikes. But as soon as I do, these are going out and it'll be 3 strikes. But yeah, that's the main main deck lineup. On for the extra deck. But let's start with the Exceeds first. I play the 1 Titanic Galaxy. My favorite Exceed in the entire deck, Duodon King Kali Yuga. And that's because right when he's summoned, everything is negated for the turn. No matter if it's summoned after he's summoned or whatever. Any set cards or literally everything for that turn is negated. And this actually won me a match against Cosmo. Or not just Cosmo, what the hell was it? Artifact Cosmo, because as soon as I blew up all their back row, they got to summon the Cosmo to the field, but the Scythe and the other guy, the one that blows up things, I forget the name right now, couldn't activate their effect, so they were just dead and I was able to run over both of them. This is just favorite Exceed in the entire deck. And for the Synchros, I play the TG Librarian, DD Gust King Alexander, Clearwing Synchro Dragon. The reason why I play Clearwing is because during the mirror match, he's really good in the mirror match because when the opponent summons their Crystal Wing, you summon this and that locks down their Crystal Wing. So yeah. Here's a card that I don't see a lot of DD players playing, and that's Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. He's just really good because he starts a lot of combos. So say like you had well, what the fuck is his name? So like you had a Oblivion King on the field or in your scale. You synchro into him, summon him, then he gets another summon. Then you summon your Lamia to the field using its effect or any other means that you have to summon it, and synchro with him into Crystal Wing. Then you could use him to overlay into another level 8 that you would have on the field for either King Kali or why am I forgetting these monsters' names? Or the Hope Harbinger Titanic Galaxy. So that's just he's just a really good card for getting really good synchro and a really good Exceed on the field just by summoning 1 monster. I also play Moonlight Rose Dragon because Moonlight is really good. Forces a lot of people to play around it because it actually bounces the monster back to the owner's hand. Another card that I don't see a lot of DD players use is a Crimson Blader. This actually won me I think game 2 or game 3 against that Cosmo player because I ran over one of his monsters and he wasn't able to summon any more monsters during the next turn. Actually, no, it wasn't DDs. I mean, Cosmo. It was Dark Lords at the locals I went to today. So he had to skip it up that turn because I was able to put too much pressure on the board, and this just made it worse. He had what was it called? a Kaiju Slumber in his hand, but at the time I had Hope, Harbinger, Titanic Galaxy on the field, plus him. So he couldn't do that, so I just locked him down with just these two. He's a Crimson player is pretty much pseudo Vanity's Emptiness in that sense. And for the final two synchros, I play the Deity Crusader King Siegfried and the Crystal Wing. And the reason why I don't have play Formula Synchron is because I don't have it yet. My friend is going to mail it down to me in a week or so. But as soon as I get that, I'm definitely taking out the Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing isn't really all that needed. And for the fusion, I play the Deity Dragonbane King Beowulf, 1 D-Arc, and 3 Flame Genesis. Because a lot of players like to play just 2 of him because he is the card that can reset your field, and he's the card that starts all your synchro plays or helps with all your synchro plays. And the third I like to play because not a lot of people see the third coming, and when I summon the third and I could just replenish my entire field when they already see the 2, they just can't come back from that. Third just pretty much puts it overboard. And since my video is just going on 12 minutes, I'll quickly just do my side deck, just because. For my side deck, I play the Kaiju Engine with the Slumber, because Kaijus are amazing in this format. I play 2 Ghost Ogres for a mirror, 2 Deity Crow for mirror. Deity Crow is also good against Blue Eyes, which is around right now. And what else is it good for? I know there's other decks that deities are good at. They just don't come to mind for some reason. I played 2 Lancia because of those 60-card Grass is Greener decks. They all love to banish stuff to summon more monsters and do all that. So this is in there for those. That's it. The Grass is Greener. That's what the deities are good for. Other spells, I play 2 System Downs for ABCs and Cosmo. I play a second Dark Hole to have even more control over Zodiacs. And for the final 2 spells, or final 2 cards of the entire deck list, I play 2 Twin Twister for heavy back-row decks. So anyway, that's my deck, side deck, and extra deck of deities. And yeah, shit works out.